We're going to shift focus to one developing story through the course of the day. The Supreme Court today will hear the PIL on banning the entry of women at the Sabrimala temple aged between 10 to 50. Earlier on, the Apex Court bench had questioned the ban on the entry of women of menstrual age group in the temple, saying that it was a public temple and everyone needed to have the right to access it. The petitioner has expressed his desire to withdraw the plea in the wake of several intimidating calls and death threats that he alleges that he received. But the bench told him that the PIL of such a nature cannot be withdrawn at this stage. All right, what we are going to do is we're going to connect to Anusha, who's going to be getting us the very latest from the Supreme Court. But before I do so, I want to go across to my colleague Revati, who's joining us live. You know, Revati, with all that is going on and the pressure that the the person who's lost this PIL stating that he wants to withdraw, what are you picking up in terms of you've been speaking to him, he wants to withdraw it, but of course the Supreme Court says that he cannot now?
Well, it's an extremely sensitive case, Preeti, because on one side there is this religious belief of a lot of people here in Kerala, in the state government, the temple board, all of them are for denying entry to women in the age group of between 10 to 50. But at this point, even as the petitioner wants to withdraw the case, Supreme Court has clearly said that even if he withdraws the petition, they will appoint an amicus curiae and take a decision on this matter constitutionally. Very clearly, so the Supreme Court had questioned the temple board's authority over denying entry to women. It had asked what constitutional right did the temple board had to deny entry to women. But in Kerala, the general sentiment, a lot of people, the common people here are okay with the kind of tradition that has been going on, because this is nobody knows exactly when this started, and there are a lot of beliefs that are behind this. So outrightly, the number of people who are going and opposing this are very few to say from the ground, Preeti.
Well, you're right there, Revati, because somewhere down the line what's playing out is that many say that this is a cultural issue where India is concerned and not an issue where feminism needs to come into play. But we're going to keep tracking that story. Revati, stay with me. You know, what we'll do is right now we'll try and connect to Anusha. I believe we have her on the phone line with us. Anusha, you know, what's expected in court today? Just get us viewers up to speed.
Preeti, if you remember last week, there were the petitioners, which is a Young Lawyers Association president, went forward to the Supreme Court and said that he is receiving death threats. He also said that he has received over 5,000 calls from India and abroad, and he fears for his life. He even expressed to the Supreme Court that he is interested in withdrawing this petition, to which the Supreme Court said that once a public interest litigation has been submitted to the court, you cannot withdraw it. If the petitioner today insists on withdrawing the petition, the Supreme Court will go ahead and appoint an amicus, which is a friend of the court, and anyways go ahead and hear this matter, testing the ground between how much do individual women rights are, in case violated with this tradition of this age-old tradition going on at Sabrimala. So this will be very crucial today. What is the approach of the court today, and how far and in what way this hearing goes?
Well, you know, you're right there, Anusha, because somewhere down the line there is a battle where one set says that these are cultural differences and this is, the Hindu culture. On the other, people have made it on an issue of feminism. What we are going to do is we're going to keep coming back to you through the course of the evening and the day. Thank you, Anusha, for joining us. Revati, we'll come back to you for more updates on that story. Meanwhile, staying on with the issue of cultural differences, another battle between faith and rights. The Madurai bench of Madras High Court will today hear the temple dress code case today. The Madras High Court has granted an interim stay on its order to impose a dress code for devotees visiting the temples run by Hindu religious and charitable Endowments Department of Tamil Nadu. The dress code was imposed come the November 26th as the bench observed that a dress code was necessary to restrict devotees from wearing what they termed were improper clothes. Women organization had filed petitions challenging this.
और वो चल पड़ा, और चलने के पहले उसने ढेर सारी चीजों का अध्ययन किया होगा, टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप की होगी, और नया एक उसने